Hello, everyone. Once again, thank you for being around with us in our international project. For new follower, the international project is held on every Tuesday and Friday at 9:30 p.m. I hope our program will bring a better understanding of various projects on different countries to you. I'm Angela.
And I'm Elvin. Today we have picked a project at Vietnam for tonight discussion. Have anyone here been to Vietnam? Press Y is yes and N for no in the comment. And which part of Vietnam did you visit? As for me, I visited Ho Chi Minh City a couple years back. My most memorable thing for Ho Chi Minh City was the heavy traffic motorcycle, like a tiny ant. It's so crazy, right? But
Yes.
yet, not major accident there.
Yes, you are absolutely right. I can't take off my eyes from those motorbikes, from the taxis I took from the airport to the hotel when I first landed in Ho Chi Minh. Especially if you are in town, you can hardly cross the road. If you are not brave enough, gosh, really exciting. Definitely the normal heartbeat.
Yeah, well, Vietnam has a youthful population. It has grown by over 11% in the last decades, and 70% of Vietnamese people are under the age of 35. For your information, Ho Chi Minh City is also well known as Saigon. Population in Ho Chi Minh City is about 30 million, and it is the largest city in Vietnam. The transaction currency in Vietnam is called Van Dong. To me, I very love Vietnamese food. Each Vietnamese dish has a harmonious combination of 5 flavors: salty, sweet, sour, spicy, and bitter. Similar to Thailand, right? Angela, what do you think?
Yes, I do agree with you. I love the street foods over there. Very exotic taste, but if you got to really to be careful to those who are sensitive stomach, you know what I mean? So, well, generally I enjoy Vietnamese cuisine very much. Except the weather in Ho Chi Minh is hot and humid like Malaysia. Comparing to Hanoi, I kind of like Hanoi cities, more culture, and the weather is cooling at some seasons.
Wow, so that you are familiar with Vietnam, right?
Well, I used to travel to Ho Chi Minh every 3 months for a couple of years for some business dealing. I even rented a motorbike to get around Ho Chi Minh City. At first, I was pretty scared, but after some time, it's kind of used to the traffic flow. But one thing for sure, I am amazed with the changes of Ho Chi Minh City. The infrastructures, the bridges, the amenities, and many new development, especially those along at the Saigon River from District 1 to District 7. And living in Vietnam is more and more people speaks English. Do you know that English is compulsory in elementary schools in Vietnam?
Oh yes, Angela, I'm aware about it. Adapting to a new culture and language is often different for foreigners. However, English is becoming increasingly popular and important in Vietnam, especially for those young generation people like both of us.
Gosh, I can't deny that fact. Well, for those who just joined us, welcome to our International Project episode 12 for every Tuesday and Friday at 9:30 p.m. We were here to discuss some selective projects of various countries to you. And tonight, we are going to discuss about Vietnam with you. Vietnam is one of the countries that many Westerners love to retire. Currently, there is no visas, retirement visas in Vietnam, especially when we're talking about foreigners who wants to retire in Vietnam. They can actually apply for tourist visa only with the terms of 1 month to 3 months, or even the longer period, which is 5 years. Of course, these will be some terms and conditions according to the regulations.
Oh, of course. For Malaysia, we do not require any visa application to visit Vietnam at this current point. And furthermore, cost of living in Vietnam are pretty affordable. food is acceptable in price, and at decent accommodation price is some district in Ho Chi Minh City. Do you know that Ho Chi Minh City real estate price has by no doubt by the highest real estate price in Vietnam?
Absolutely. In general, Ho Chi Minh City's property are generally 20 to 30% higher than Hanoi because Ho Chi Minh's are served as a country business hub, the fastest growing cities. In fact, Vietnam's economy is very stable. Many countries like Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, and Hong Kong has been investing and expanding their portfolios by venturing into Vietnam many years ago. Many big companies looking to tap into cheap laborers alongside with other countries like Thailand and Indonesia. Samsung and Nokia are the two global companies to have significant operation in Vietnam. Well, as in London, they classify as zoning. Well, in Ho Chi Minh, they are divided into district and state. Evan, is it right?
Oh, yes. From District 1 to District 7 in Ho Chi Minh City, each district has an entry price range. Of course, the District 1 is the most expensive district from $6,000 to 10,000 per square meter, which is the Central Business District, or we call it CBD, the heart of the financial area which many lease company, fine dining restaurant, international hotel, and tourist spot. District 1 is a place very vibrant and crowded with many people. For most expatriates, they will usually stay at District 1, 2, and 7. Historic places as Notre Dame, the Saigon Cathedral, most famous monuments in Vietnam, Old Post Office, the theater, Biteco Tower, and more. This district place is very coveted. So if you buy to resell, you would be losing out in the long run.
Well, it's true. Moving back away from District 2 is still very popular and well demand and cheaper too. Many expatriates actually love to stay in this district. Because there are many amenities there, like international schools located such as British schools, embassies, international hotels, and hospital, and many kind of high standards residents.
Oh yes, and Gerard, the largest project is the Metro line that will connect
Yes.
it to the city center and increase in property value and can already be predicted. Once this line is operational, for the time being, until the Metro line is operational, I think this is planned for 2020, which is this year. Okay, you can travel from District 1 to District 2 by taxi between 20 to 30 minutes during morning. So District 2 will soon be opening one of the most developed city in Asia in a short time. There will inevitably be a price surge in the district when the new metro line begin to serve.
So actually, Alvin, are you saying that the 20 to 30 minutes is actually the peak seasons? Or are the peak hours the peak hours?
Yes, in the peak hours.
Okay, well, today we are going to share with you a project at District 2. Before I go into further details into project, let us just highlight some of the criteria or rules of buying as a foreigner. If you are keen to know, please type in 1. Are you ready? Is there anyone there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me start.
Okay.
As a foreigner, you are only allowed to buy properties under foreign quota. For apartments or buyers, there will be 30% of foreign quota in each development project. For example, if you're talking about 100 units, then 70 units will be sold to Vietnamese local. And the balance of the 30 units, which is the 30%, will be addressed as the foreign quota.
Oh, okay. Likewise, for house or villa, 10% for foreigner quarter only,
Mhm.
and the tenant is 50 years leasehold for foreigner purchase, but can be extended subject to the authority approval lah.
Okay.
So foreigner can buy and can sell to local or foreigner, but only on new project only. And local can buy from foreigner, but cannot sell to foreigner.
Okay.
And foreigner cannot buy from local property on subsales if the property is under freehold title. So in this case, this is more advantage for foreigner buyer lah.
Yes, sure, Alvin, you are right. For local Vietnamese, most of the properties are freehold titles. Property issues through foreigner ownership is certificate with 50 years leasehold. If you are foreigners sells the property to local Vietnamese, the property will actually automatically convert into a freehold. So any questions so far? Is that clear? Because when you talk about that, it maybe sounds a bit confusing, but if you slowly into it, I think you'll be able to get it. Otherwise, just PM us, okay? And today we are going to share a project located at District 2. This project is right in front of the Saigon River. The river located at Thun Thien. Thun Thien is actually planned to become a new center of the cities and also the ecological urban areas, which is nearly about 50% of the green areas like lake and the riverside park. With such an attractive Thun Thien and the increasing limited land fund, owning a house here become a desirable opportunities.
Oh, Angela, you are right. Therefore, with a limit number, favorable location and valuable river view, owner of the river to 10, apartment will surely own a sustained investment opportunity, increasing investment value and high liquid, whether purchases for living or investment. So now I show you the location plan. Okay, just give me a minute.
So, Evan, you're going to show the actual locations of the river?
Yes, but give me some time. Just 1 minute.
Okay. Can you share? Or is there any problem?
Still, where's the problem? I try to click, but unable to share.
Okay, doesn't matter. We just talk. We just
Okay.
go. Okay.
All right.
The locations, right?
The location. Okay, the location of the river. This project is just a foot of to 10 bridge. Is toward to 10 an urban area, District 2 of Ho Chi Minh City. So we do have the location. So the bridge,
excuse me. I mean, you can share right now. I think it's actually open up.
Okay, all right.
All right, sure. I think it's easy to share too when you explain.
Submit.
All right,
Okay.
it's clear. Yes.
Okay, so I repeat, this is the site area, the river,
Yes.
okay, and then this is the 210 bridge. So this bridge already completed and connected to Bintan district and District 1. Okay, and for the project location to District 1 is using 210 bridge, it just need 3 minutes only. Okay, so this is 210 bridge, which is under construction now. And from the project location to 210 bridge 2, and to 10 tunnel just need 5 minutes. So the to 10 tunnel is here, and this is the to 10 2 bridge. And we got a proposed to 10 3 bridge and to 10 4 bridge, which is to 10 3 bridge it is connected to the district 4, and to 10 4 bridge is connected to district 7. So how many minutes, right? You want to ask? Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, from the project side to 10 3 bridge, you just need 7 minutes to this bridge. And then
near.
Yes, it's very near. And then to 10 bridge 4 to district from the location project, sorry, is just need 10 minutes to move. Okay, so this is a mixed development project which got apartment, shop house, penthouse, duplex, and commercial center. The river comprising of 525 units with 3 low density tower, 18-story apartment tower, which is Thames Tower, Sand Tower, and Hersing Tower. The river is projected to be complete in year 2021, which next year. Okay, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Which means the river to Thames will enjoy sustained growth for owner occupied and 2-second strong yield over time. Do you know they describe it as a Pudong of Shanghai 20 years ago?
Yeah, okay. Yes, the connected with this wide boulevard and future metro lines, number 1 and 2 station, is running around this district too, and 5 bridges, including the pedestrians bridge to district once completed. How convenient will this project going to be? Just imagine. Of course, nevertheless, many international schools, hospitals, park, shopping mall, and art museum for those people who love art. Art museum is also there, and of course, there are more and more other things located at this district too.
Okay, so the river to Thames are designed by Rifico and developed of the city garden. So they design one of the luxury condominium with the most unique and iconic architecture in Ho Chi Minh City. So they have 1, 2, 3, and 4 bedroom, and the size is from 57 meters square to 155 meters square. Price from US dollar 342,000 to 930,000. So it's around US dollar 6,000 to 8,000 per square meter. All the apartment come with semi-furnished, like facility like 15-meter pool and aqua decks with lounge, barbecue pavilion, fitness center, jogging, karaoke, and movie room, cabanas, BBQ, and more. So a lot of facility there.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah, living in the river to Thames apartment, resident will enjoy 6-star standard amenities. So let us play video for the river. Well, there is any question, please let us know. Just a minute for the video.
This is actually a very nice project.
Yeah, look like.
Especially when you talk about the view. The view is really, I mean, everybody loves to stay at the river. I mean, overseeing the river. Oh, you can see it right now, yes.
Yeah.
So how's the video? Is it nice?
Yes, it's nice. Okay, so it's seen that in the recent year, the demand for a project adjacent to the river has always been very large and always sold out, and it's really fast to sold out. So let us take some comparison apartment in 210 in the past 4 years.
Okay,
So
that's great.
the first one is the Empire City, Linden Resident. The apartment was sold in December 2016 from Wagdom 5.9 billion. It's billion,
Billion.
okay. Okay, for unit size is 93 meter square and the price of 2018 is 6.8 billion Wagdom. So for the river view unit is 7 billion Wagdom. So calculating the rate of return on the apartment is 38% returns. So we come for another one called Tila Resident. So in July 2017, from 8 billion Vietnam with the same size. After 1 year, the price is 8.5 billion Vietnam for the Lakeview unit. So the proceed rate is very high. It's 41% a year, more than 41%. So again, this is all about the locations.
Yes, I do agree, and especially when we are talking about lake view kind of apartment, it's getting lesser and lesser right now. So yes, actually, Vietnam's properties you can actually flip. So this is one of the examples that I mean, you just tell us that after 1 year, you are not talking about long term, like 6 7 years. If so long that it's a demand, people want it, you can even sell it within a year with the kind of profit. We are talking about 41%. That's a lot, you know. So look like the liquidity of Tun Tian's apartment in the last 3 years is really good.
Oh, yes. I would say in the past 3 years, the secondary market of apartment into 10 has been very liquid. It's a good price product just out. The customer immediately deposit. The customer see the change every day into 10 and the potential of the urban area in the future. Law of customer accept to buy back, even though the price difference is very high. And one thing is noticeable. The old or new project into 10 is easily out quarter for foreigner to buy, usually fully sold out. This shows that not only domestic investor, but also many foreign investors see the prospect of 210 in the future. So Angela, from this point highlight, what do you see 210 in next 3 years?
Well, we just say about the past 3 years. Well, if you say next 3 years, I generally see that the great infrastructures, metro, train line is there, and Tutian's Bridge 2 has to build, expected to be open to traffic in year 2021. So it would definitely help the connectivity to District 1 faster. So within 3 years, Tutian's price would increase sharply, I would say. So I mean, what type of property to choose for first investment in Vietnam?
So it is wise to prefer apartments. Okay, say it's 2 bedroom. You can rent to young couple, roommate, even foreigner come to work in Vietnam. But if 1 bedroom studio dedicated to rented for foreign student, trainee and young graduate for their first job. So, and the 3 bedroom and more, these property are less sought after and will be targeted by family. It is therefore more difficult to rent and resell, but the cost price per square meter will generally be more interesting.
So you are actually saying that the bigger units is probably cheaper. So is that right?
Yes.
Yes, great point, Erin. So of sharing your view of the market research in Vietnam. Well, my next question, how to prepare to purchase a property in Vietnam?
Mm, well, we have to start from the analysis of your needed, like what is the type of property where you want to invest, and is to rent it or serve the purchase or resell over a few months or year. So it will be necessary to define your investment plan, like how much monthly income do you wish to get from your investment, and how much do you expect to increase the price on resale, right?
Yes, absolutely. Well, one thing with IQI International Sales Team, we can help or assist you with this information, especially IQI has its office in Ho Chi Minh City. For those people who doesn't know, yes, we do have an office in Ho Chi Minh City. The rental yield in Ho Chi Minh City offers great yield in Asia, which rate is up about 6, I would say a conservative is 6 to 8% in a place like District 2. So with the metro lines operational by 2020, you can see or you can expect large increases in capital and returns for the apartments located near to the metro station. Shall we touch a little bit about taxes, Elvin?
Okay. The value added tax, in short, we name it VAT. So it is 10%.
Yes,
The
VAT is 10%.
Yeah, it's 10% VAT. So the calculation of VAT is based on the selling price of the property. And then we got registration tax, 0.5%, and 2% maintenance on VP, vacant possessions, and 2% transaction value of market of the property. So, Angela, do you know how about the agent fees?
Oh, yeah, the agent fees will be between 1 to 2%. And added on it, capital gain tax will be 0.15%. If you're talking about land tax, it's between 0.03 to 0.15%. And if there's any transfer tax, there will be 5%. Well, if you're talking about taxes, if you're kind of confused, just PM us, or you can, we will attend to you on more detail, because Vietnam has a little bit more complicated on taxes. I mean, they have more taxes incurred. But again, when you talk about more taxes, again, your property gain is so much. Like you say, within a year, you can actually touch about 41%. I don't mind I honestly don't mind paying this kind of tax, right?
Yeah, correct. So, in any case, the choice to settle in Vietnam will remain a good choice. The country is on a very good pace to grow in its economy. And even as many investors turn to this Southeast Asia country, they smell the country potential. So the property you are about to buy is a heritage for your children, but could also be a great profit when the real estate market in Vietnam exploded in the next few years.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah.
Yes, especially most Asian parents, it is very common to invest in properties for their children. It has been from generations to generations to many wealthy families, right? So, but by the way, is there any finance or loan to purchase properties in Vietnam?
So I would suggest a purchase in cash, as the interest rate loan are generally very high, unless you own some venture operational business at Vietnam. At the transaction buy and sell are in Viet Dong currency only. Just for easy to understanding, we usually mention US dollar as a reference of property in price. In recent years, foreign investment in the Vietnam real estate market have increased, right?
Yes, it's very much. So is there any questions that actually Vietnam is really very interesting. As from the experience, I actually get a lot of inquiries from Hong Kong side, from people who are thinking about they think a very high potential in actually in Vietnam. And I see as many years ago when I went there, it was like, kind of not too much of growing, but yes, plenty of ants growing, like the motorbikes.
Yes.
But lately, for the last 1-2 years, it was so different. I would say it's really, really different. I mean, the kind of building in the districts one, or the CBD areas, you can see some of the buildings are really, really fantastic. Like you just mentioned, the 6 stars facilities is really very nice. It's really tall and it's amazing. I'll just tell you, it's really, I basically feel that it is a good place to think of investing. And don't be surprised if the market takes off and tomorrow the apartment experience a considerable price increase. It can be any time, So it doesn't kind of like, even at these kind of seasons, we hardly get any special. I would say no particular special deals that from the IQI Vietnam to tell us that, because they don't see any problems there. They don't see that is the demand is not there. So especially when you're talking about location, prime location, nice view one, it's more difficult to if this day, if now you actually never thought or never go into this, you might just miss this opportunity. So again, don't wait any longer to purchase a property in Vietnam. It's time to make it a reality in the light of this information. We have tried to share as much as we can. So, if you can able to travel, and I time to time, I actually I receive newsletters about in Vietnam's open up. I suppose they will be soon open up in July, because I do have clients in like I say mentioned Hong Kong. They asked me once the flight is resumed back to the normal, they will have to fly down there, because it's already pausing them for a few months already because of these pandemic issues.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I hope tonight's sharing will help you to understand the potential in investing in Vietnam. Any questions?
Yes.
So far?
I think we explained too clearly.
Yeah, too clear, no question at all. So I think that's all for tonight. So if you all have any more questions, you can PM us or visit our International Sales Facebook page, YouTube, or Instagram. Stay safe. Signing off, I'm Elvin.
Yes, do stay with us as International Project every Tuesday and Friday, 9:30 p.m. on a different updates on projects. I'm Angela, wishing you a pleasant night and take care. Bye.